Welcome back to the Knowledge Wars podcast with me.
Me.
Yeah, it is. Right. Hello, everyone. How are you? Good. Nice. You alright, Dil?
Should have done like the Dora pause.
Oh, yeah, the door.
Just wait for like way too long in
Yeah.
silence.
It's scary, isn't
I
it?
like that one too.
It's like, get out of my head. Yeah. Yeah, so we we did some exercise yesterday.
Yeah, and I'm feeling it now.
Yeah, we did a five-a-side football tournament for charity. And we...
We're awful.
I believe we were the worst team there.
Yeah, probably.
There were 37 teams, all very good. Well, most of them were quite good. And then we turned up, and we don't really play football.
Oh,
Not just me and Dylan. I'd like to point that out. We do have other friends. You've seen them on the podcast. Those two. No, like a few people turned up. We had 7 players, which was a miracle because one of them we thought died because he just didn't say anything. But we turned up. We played okay. I went in net because I had a bad knee, and I'm not very good at football. And then my best moments were the game when I decided to come out of field because I got bored.
Yeah, and then I had to go in net.
Yeah.
And it's not fun.
No, it's not. It's really boring.
When no one's back except for one player.
Me. A lot of the time. 'Cause I was sprinting around because I had a lot of energy.
Yeah,
Couldn't
and then
stood.
me, like, I was trying to defend on my own against 3 people.
Yeah,
And-
people kept on sweating it past us. That was the...
Yeah, I'm not even a defender, and I was on my own in defence. So that it wasn't fun.
No.
I was getting annoyed. I started shouting at people.
But enough about that though. It was a good experience. Something we can say we did. We got refereed when one of the games by a guy called Bobby Madley, who's a Premier League ref. That was, I guess, that's something you can say.
And he's a sound guy.
Yeah, he was alright, wasn't he?
I was talking to him. It's pretty sound.
Yeah, he seemed alright, to be fair. Nicer than a lot of referees, I suppose.
Well, I haven't met any other ones.
I mean, I've met rugby league ones. A lot of them are quite... I mean, I don't want to use the word tossers, but I don't. But due to lack of a better word, tossers.
Well, yeah, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy because the trailer for Shazam has dropped. And you haven't seen the trailer for Shazam.
No, I just thought it was that thing that tells you what song's on.
No. It's a DC comic book character. I've briefly explained it to Dilbert for all those at home who don't know who he is. He is a 14/15-year-old boy who has the powers of a god every time he says the god's name, and the god is called Shazam. So every time he says Shazam, he turns into like a big hench bloke with a really cool costume and a cape. No capes. Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. I think that could be like a really, really good film. And Dylan's on his phone.
This is important. This is to do with work.
Oh, that's his work things. Fair enough. Yeah. So speaking of what, we've been working a lot. Well, you've been working your normal amount. I've been working slightly more than usual.
I've been working my normal amount because I can't get any more work.
I did 30 hours last week.
Oh, that's nice.
No, it wasn't. I hate my job.
I did an hour less than usual, so I could get a day off.
Ah.
Because the shift I swapped with was an hour shorter.
Fuzzy football.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a nice Sunday off. I'm kind of glad we got knocked out of that tournament early because I had my first Sunday off in about 2 months.
I don't have Sundays off. I work every Sunday.
I normally do, but I haven't had one off in a while.
Off.
It was nice. It was nice having a Sunday off.
I had 2 days off over the weekend. Technically, including today.
Yeah.
That's my weekend. So I got Wednesday, Thursday off and Sunday, Monday. Which
That's nice.
Is just brilliant for me.
I
never get that.
I worked Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
And all it's done is knock me out more. I don't know if you can tell in my voice.
Yeah,
but I'm fucking drained.
We are both really we're both really, really tired right now. Before Dylan came round, I was having a nap.
Yeah, I didn't have a nap. I just woke up late and then went.
Yeah, I had a nap listening to Dynamic Banter, which you started listening to now.
Yeah,
because it's a very, very funny podcast.
It is. I made the mistake of starting from episode 1.
Yeah, there's 111. The 111th came out today.
And I'm halfway.
No, 110. 110 came out today.
I'm halfway through episode 2.
Yeah.
They're all over an hour.
Yeah. Most of them are. I think this one was a shorter one. It was like 50 minutes.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Thing is, like, they're both incredibly funny. Like, they can
keep it up.
Plus, like, they have them sponsor slots the last 10
like,
minutes.
What, 5 minutes? And I'm dying.
Yeah. This room is fucking boiling. We're currently sat in my dining room. Well, not mine. I don't own the house. But the family home dining room. And it is fucking roasting. It's 26 degrees in here. and it's close, sticky.
It's not much
Well,
better out. It's worse outside.
I've opened the window, so moths can get in. That's about it, really.
I went in bathroom last night, and this fucking bat. It looked like a bat. It was that big. It was a moth.
No, one of them big airy ones.
And it was kind of dark, and it was just a big black thing. I'm like, shit, is that a bat? Look, it's fucking moth. It's massive. So I just ducked, like wafted behind my head without looking at it because I don't like them. Not as bad as you, but I don't like them. And then proceeded to like shut the door as far as possible, and then turn the light off, and then so I locked it in.
Fair.
Because sod that.
Yeah, very very true. I just hate moths. I get very very frightened by them.
Same with me, and larger than money spiders. Like the little money spiders, I don't mind because they're tiny, about a centimetre. They're not anything bigger, I get fully freaked out by.
Oh, you'll have hated this. You sorry. My mum had like people with long hair put the towel up, like in the turban kind of thing.
Oh, they want a spider on it.
Oh yeah, there are, because she'd put it under the stairs, the towel, and then she put it on her head. And then like I literally was talking to her, like sat where we are now, and it crawled over the top of her head, and I just was like staring at it like, fuck. And my mum went, what? Because obviously someone naturally looks frightened at the top of your head. You're going to be quite concerned. I went, oh, there's a big spider on your head. And she went, at the top of her voice.
Yeah, that'd be similar for me.
Sorry for the loud scream. I did move the mic away. Dylan can vouch for me there.
He tried.
I tried, but I'm damn loud. And then she like threw the towel on the floor, kept stamping on it, and it was still on her head. That was funny. So I got a bit of towel and moved it. Yeah.
No.
I don't like, but moths scare me, and do you know why? Right, two reasons. One,
I'm scared of spiders.
Because when I was like younger, like I had the lights in my room and the windows were shut, and a big fat sweaty moth bounced on the window. Like I heard it. It went like that when it hit the window because it was that big and it was fucking huge. So that shit me up and it made me jump. So now I'm scared of them. And also, right, they eat wool.
Yeah, it's weird. Don't eat wool.
Nothing. Like there's no. There's zero you can get good from wool, so why the fucking hell would you eat it? So it's like, it's just not natural, it's not right, it's wrong, the need to just stop. Daddy long legs as well, they can fuck off. They're a mistake. Don't like them.
Yeah, I like the memes about them though.
Yeah, the memes are funny.
Let's call it long legs.
Not kinky enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. Haven't seen like many, like really, I haven't seen any deep fried memes in a while.
No, I hope they're not dying out.
Like Greece announces debt too. That is one of the best memes I've ever seen. I love that meme. That's a quality meme. Yeah. Oh dear. I'm so exhausted.
I am as well. Alright.
Sorry, I'm just, gonna have a pint of vodka with my side of masculinity there. Shout out Chris and D. Yeah. Oh, as well, because obviously I'm leaving my job. If my manager's listening to this, well, you're finding out a day early. I'm leaving my job when I start uni, so I can pursue this on a longer basis. We've started doing more things for it as well. Like Dylan made a Twitter page for the Knowledge Boys podcast.
Yeah, I did. At YT_boys, if you want to go follow.
That's pretty easy to do. I'll leave a link in the old description.
Yeah.
And also, I was thinking like for work things, like next year, obviously, my course ends pretty quickly. It's a very quick year. It ends in like May.
Right.
So I was like thinking, for work things, I'm just gonna like message people and ask if they need a cameraman. Like on Twitter, just DM
that's
them.
fair.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna do it with True Geordie is one I've outlined because he obviously has like a production crew. So if he needs like a cameraman who, and he doesn't want to pay them more than £5 an hour, hello, I will work for basically nothing to get my foot in the door.
Yeah.
I was thinking because I might as well because I want to be doing something. I want to be out there making stuff,
Yeah.
Hits blunt.
No, but I know what you mean. Sorry, I'm trying to find just my holiday schedule. I'm really, really divided at my attention at the minute.
It's okay.
Because I've got a holiday coming up that I might not have booked off work. So I'm trying to do this and balance that and try and sort everything out at once.
Yeah.
But I have been listening.
I know you've been listening. You've been making all the right sounds. Not just that's crazy, because
Whoa.
I like that. I like that meme. It's the guy bowling, and the pin says, "People I'm not listening to," and the ball says, "That's crazy," and he's chucking it out. Yeah, I really think memes are the thing that's keeping people alive these days, because there's not a lot of good happening.
No.
Like, bad things are happening all over the world.
There is some good.
Where is the love?
I think there's probably some good.
Yeah, there's some good happening.
Probably somewhere.
I mean, we used to cover that, but we don't anymore, because it's
Well,
penny
no,
now.
because it's hard to find.
It really is, isn't it? Yeah. But, I mean, N'Golo Kante, everyone likes him.
Basically, in good news, Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un haven't nuked anyone yet.
Yeah, that's good, I guess. I mean, is he gone home to America yet, Donald? Or
I
is
don't know.
he still here?
I haven't been following it. I don't care.
I just want him to go home. I love that.
I want him to go back where he came from.
There was a really good video, and it was everyone in London, some people in Sheffield doing a demo, did it as well. And it was the song "Hey Hey Baby Ooh Ah I Wanna Know" that
Oh,
if you be my girl. That one, yeah. They did a version for Donald Trump. It was "Hey Hey Trump Ooh Ah I Wanna Know Why You're Such a Cunt." And it's like, well done, lads. Good effort there.
yeah.
That's British remixing a song to make a nice insult.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with his policies. A friend of ours who doesn't watch this, or listen, so I'm allowed to express this opinion on here because she doesn't listen. Doesn't like Donald Trump for a reason that's just not factually correct, and you know exactly what I'm getting at here.
Who it is.
You know who it is.
I don't know what it is.
And it's factually incorrect. Now, I mean...
Oh, is this what
she
was on about recently?
Yes, which
Right.
is just not right. Like, it's not... Like, I don't want to Alright, I don't want to look like I'm defending Donald Trump here, but a friend of ours, I'm not going to say her name, said that she doesn't like Donald Trump because he's sexually assaulted 20-plus women. Now, he hasn't done that. That's just a fact. Like, it's not...
Yeah.
I don't want to defend him, but I don't want to accuse him of doing something that's that horrible. He's not done that. Or at least,
It's not been reported.
It's not been reported.
He's not done that we know of.
Yeah, there's
Basically,
nothing.
that number's just been pulled out of someone's ass.
And there's nothing to say or suggest in any way that he has, because no one's come forward or said
there's
anything.
Only one.
He made a very inappropriate comment when he said "grab her by the pussy,"
Yeah.
which, I mean, it doesn't mean he. I mean, does it mean he's sexually assaulting people? He said it's locker room talk, and everyone... And no, I mean, you'd have thought at that moment when he said that quote, people would have been coming forward saying, that it had
a very
happened.
powerful person.
Yeah, he is a very powerful
You're not
person.
going to want to be like, oh yeah, by the way...
No, but I mean,
this
Harvey
person
Weinstein...
who can ruin my life.
You think about Harvey Weinstein, now they managed to do that. Stormy Daniels, have you heard about that? The whole thing with him? No. He had sex with a porn star, essentially, and one of his lawyers paid her off.
Right.
But they've all been saying it's the lawyer's own money, so Donald Trump clearly had nothing to do with it, and now it turns out Donald Trump reimbursed him for it. So it's like he's covering up an affair for $100,000.
So that's what he could have done with anyone who's come
But
out
that's
and
the
said
thing.
it. He could have completely blocked it out.
No one's said anything, but like she sort of... It's kind of like she was missing the point. Like, fair enough if you don't like Donald Trump, don't like him for his policies, or don't like him for the fact that he is just a bit of a dickhead. Like, he's a very shit person.
There's so many reasons to not like him. You don't have to make ones up.
And obviously, it's kind of like... I mean, it's like... there's no alleged facts. He's made a lot of inappropriate comments, and he's a sexist pig. He's sexist and he's racist. Now, they are two things that you can't really... argue. I mean, obviously you can argue against it. You can argue against anything.
Well, you can try and argue against it.
Yeah, considering he literally called Mexicans bad hombres to an entire nation. Like, he said, like, he's called like Mexicans, like, rapists and murderers and things, and that's just not nice. It's just I mean, it's wrong. I mean, yes, some people of any race or any country are horrible pieces of shit, but not an entire country full of them.
Yeah.
We're not all from Alabama.
And then he tried covering himself by going, look at my African American over there.
Oh, yeah. And he tried to claim he wasn't racist because he got a black friend. That's like every racist thing. That's the most racist thing ever.
You might as well have gone, I'm not racist, I just don't like him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that did me head in. But yeah, it's like, I'm not a fan of Donald Trump's policies. I think the fact that he's putting kids in detention camps as part of
and
his...
taking them away from his
Yeah, I mean, essentially, if any other country was doing that on the planet, I mean, we'd be at war with them.
Yeah.
Because it's a human rights violation.
Special relationship.
Yeah,
Theresa May has no backbone, so...
No.
And we don't want to be getting into a war with America. We will get his ass handed to us.
I have seen literal worm farms with more backbone than Theresa May. She is genuinely useless.
But at the same time, you don't want to start on America.
No, you don't. But I think... But, right, now I know obviously this is completely fictional, but do you know what Prime Minister we need? The Prime Minister who stood up to the Americans at Christmas. That's right, the Prime Minister from Love Actually. We need him more than ever. Because we've essentially got Billy Bob Thornton as president, only not as charming. And I like Billy Bob Thornton. So what we're
saying is we need to vote Hugh Grant in the next election.
And let him just play the same role he's played in every single film.
And get Martin McCutcheon to have an affair.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And then it can go to Martin McCutcheon's...
I mean, not that bit, just the...
son's
just the press conference bit when he's like, fuck off America, do one our kid.
And then Bad Santa's well upset.
Yeah. And then Sadiq Khan runs in and just nuts him because he's been dying to do it for years. Yeah. I think Donald Trump, we talk about him quite a lot on here. But do you know who else is a dickhead who's been in the news? Logan Paul! Let's go him. Let's go Logan Paul.
And Jake. And
Paul's.
Greg.
Greg?
Their dad, who is a nonce.
Oh, yeah. yeah. Greg Paul, if you don't know, kicked a child at a fight conference.
And also made a video kissing minors.
Yeah, he did. That was weird, wasn't it?
And I'm not talking about the Chilean ones.
No. The only people who got trapped he's interested in are now free in Thailand. So, well, hey, you see. Boo! Right, who says we're not current affairs on this show? Come on. They only got out a few weeks ago, but that's not the point.
Chilean Minds got out in 2010.
Yeah.
Current affairs.
Indeed. I love that, though, that they got them out in 3 weeks. And the Chilean miners must be fuming.
Yeah.
We've got to stage something big. Get Jorge Gallegos involved and Jimmy Sanchez. I don't know. I only know those two.
Yeah, does he mention any other ones, James Ackles?
Probably, but I don't remember.
Yeah. He's the bad boy of the group.
Yeah.
So stupid, that joke.
James Acaster is good, though. He's the king of stupid comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's clever how stupid it is.
Oh, definitely.
Mm-hmm. I've been watching...
It takes a lot of work to sing the K and an E and a T and a T,
really
E and an R and an I and G T and an O and a W N, Kettering Town, FC song.
Yeah, that one.
Because I always stumble over it.
I do as well.
I always get how many letters you're missing out wrong.
Mm-hmm.
He nailed it.
He really did, didn't he? I've been watching a lot of comic strip, if you don't know what that is. It's from the 80s and 90s. It was a big thing on Channel 4. Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders started on it. The guys who did The Young Ones, like Rick Mayall and that lot, and Ed Edmondson, they did it. And it was just, they did really stupid things. They did, the famous 5 books by Enid Blyton. Yes. And it's the most posh,
Oh, yeah. They go away to their, luxury haven where there's a castle and an island and they've got their own boat to get over there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And it's trying to be relatable to kids, but it's the most upper class, ignorant thing on the planet. Well, they did 5 Go Mad in Dorset, and basically they do they make it the characters are just so ignorant and incredibly just offensive, but they think it's okay because they're just so rich and don't care. One of the lines, the first line of the first joke in the first episode of it is a guy is putting luggage in this car, and I don't know where, because it doesn't show him really. It's just, you just know he's not from England, and they go, look, he looks foreign. We better call the police when we get right back to the house. And you're just gee, you could not make it now. And then the other one is 5 Go Mad on Mescaline. That one's pretty funny. They give one of them drugs and he starts becoming a hippie. That's pretty funny. But the best one by far, I watched the first one of it. Oh, they did one they do Hollywood, if Hollywood made a film about British politics.
Oh, that'd be awful.
Yeah, and it's about Ken Livingstone becoming the leader of the GLC. And Margaret Thatcher has an iron robot hand and shoots people with it. And Bobby Coltrane, who plays Hagrid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's Ken Livingstone. Now, if you've ever seen Ken Livingstone, he's about 5'8", quite skinny guy, nice fella, but he's little. And then Bobby Coltrane's like 6'4" and about 18 stone. Yeah. And in the thing, he's not Ken Livingstone, he's Ken Livingstone, because he's pretending to be a Hollywood actor playing that part. Yeah, which is the best bit. And then they do an Arthur Scargill film. You know, the mining guy.
No, I don't know that.
He was the guy that led all the miners' strikes in the 80s and 70s and 80s. And it's like a film about getting a Scargill movie made, but the American producers want it to be flashier, so they get Al Pacino to play Arthur Scargill, and they get them to change the ending that the miners win. So all the miners like burn down the picture house that they showed it in. It's so funny. Like, there's a bit where like Arthur Scargill, played by Al Pacino, like does like a skid on a motorbike and goes, "Hey, which way to land on?" And he just bombing like down, and he like crashes into Buckingham Palace, like shoots the Queen in the face. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Oh, Neil. Yeah, and then in one of them, the GLC one, Ken Livingstone naturally throws a giant spear through Margaret Thatcher's chest, and as she dies, she lets out a giant raptor screech. So it's like the best kind of satire. It's just stupid. Yeah. But the best by far is one called The Bullshitters. It's Keith Allen, Lily Allen's dad. Yeah. And a guy called something Richardson. It might be Matthew Richardson. And it's taking the piss out of things like The Sweeney and The Professionals, like really shit old police shows. And they run around in like really tight underpants, just like tighty whities that are made of like basically leather thongs and a leather jacket and boots, running around London fighting crime. And they just like run into random pubs looking for a kidnapped woman. But they didn't tell the people in the pub they were filming, so they barge into a pub and there's just people just staring at a man in a thong. It's the most stupid shit I've ever seen. Yeah, it's brilliant. Sounds it. If you haven't seen it, just look at it. I think it's on YouTube. The Bullshitters with Keith Allen. Yeah, and each one's more and more stupid, which is why I like it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing my time, watching old comedy stuff, really, and.
I watched the first episode of Queer Eye.
It's good, isn't it?
I was very impressed with that fella's bomber jackets.
Yes, it begins with a K's name, doesn't it?
I can't remember his name, but his bomber jackets are unreal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, because the fashion dude dresses them all. Mm-hmm. And then the hairdresser guy does all the hair and makeup and stuff.
And does the food guy cook?
I mean, I'm guessing he does. I mean, if he doesn't, he's really letting the side down. And the DIY guy, I don't know, he's just there constantly painting things. I don't know.
Yeah, but the first episode is well good.
Which one was the first one?
It's a lass called Tammy. They live in like a really small town called Gay in Georgia, but it was named before Gay meant anything else. Yes, and it's she runs a church. She's black. Her son's gay and struggled to come out, and is worried about the church, and homecoming's coming up, and they've got a community centre to like decorate, and they do all this, and obviously you get to know the person.
Is it series 2? The first one was series 2? Because I don't remember this one. I might not have seen this one. Skipped it.
I believe it's the first episode anyway. And there's this guy who you look at, and if you judge him by what he looks like, you'd think, oh no, he'd not be like
down for being on the show.
No, it's like he's got pretty much. He's got his big Stetson on. He's a proper like cowboy. He's southern, he's white. You're thinking, and then he calls them in, knowing full well what's going on, and it's just brilliant. And everyone loves each other. It's amazing.
Well, that's nice. It's a feel-good program, isn't it?
It properly is.
That's why I like it. Yeah.
And they sort the son out. They sort her out. Like her sister and her mum all got breast cancer.
Oh shit.
Yeah, her sister and her survived and beat cancer. Her mum died.
That's good. Well, they survived.
Bad timing.
Yeah, bad timing there.
So like they fix her hair because she wants to look like a diva and all this lot, and they fix everything up and they cook all the stuff, and it's just brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much every episode is like that. It's a very much rinse and repeat formula, but it's nice.
But yeah, it makes you feel good. It's like a DIY SOS, but okay.
Before we end, it pretty much is. Yeah, if Nick Knowles was just there covered in sequins, it'd be quite like that. Yeah. One big thing that we watched was Spirited Away.
That was...
What the fuck is that? If you've never seen Spirited Away,
I won't
watch it. It's an experience.
I don't know if I genuinely don't know if I enjoyed it.
Because it was number 2 on my top 100 films of all time to watch. You alright?
Yeah.
You got cramp? Oh, Dylan has cramp. Right, so me, Lobley and Dylan, when we were booking a hostel for Amsterdam, I decided we'll have to watch this film. And fucking hell is it weird.
Oh yeah.
Nothing makes any sense. Like, I mean, we watched the dubbed version, so I don't think that'll have helped necessarily.
No, I mean, some of the dialogue was translated pretty poorly.
Yeah, but it was just insane. Like, I don't think I've ever seen something.
There's a character called No Face, and he were creepy as fuck.
He's like, they're all ghosts, and we don't understand.
On this
what it's about.
island, it's a big Japanese bathhouse for the spirits.
Yeah.
And they don't like humans, and she's a human.
And they turn the parents into pigs within the first 3 minutes because they eat all the food.
It's just, there's so much going on. It's so weird.
Yeah, I didn't understand any of it. Like, I enjoyed it.
I don't know if I did.
I'd have given. I don't know how to rate it. I'd like to give it a rating.
So confusing.
But I don't understand what happened. I don't get why No Face is even a thing.
But No Face is creepy. Like when he eats a frog character and then gets really big and sprouts frog legs, and he offers people gold and then eats them, and the noise he makes when he's not talking is.
Yeah, it's just. It's really, really uncomfortable watch.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen an anime film before, and that was the first one I ever watched. I thought it's
first anime film I've seen.
It's one of the best anime films ever. It always gets a lot of praise, and the art style is brilliant. Like it looks amazing.
Oh yeah.
But I didn't understand anything to do with the plot.
I didn't understand anything about it. Some of the characters creeped me right out. I didn't understand why she's still tagged along with him.
It's a 2-hour-long film, and pretty much an hour and a half is just constant peril and awfulness.
It's so then by the time you get to the solution and everything's fine again, you're still on edge. You're like, oh God, what's going to happen now?
Yeah, because they resolve it within 5 minutes. Everything's fine in 5 minutes.
Yeah, because the main conflict is that there's a big, massive, famous, rich magic person who controls everything. So she can just sort it out like that.
Yeah, and she does. And then it's like the ending is bad. I mean, I'll just put it there. The ending is bad. Like, as in plot wise, it's not a good ending. I think the rest of the film makes everything seem really like magical, and you do get sort of swept up in it. And it's confusing. Yeah, but it's a good film in the sense that
you feel like you're in the world.
You're immersed in the whole experience of watching it, because you're not just you can't just sit down with a cup of tea and a few biscuits and have a chat over the top, because you'll just be clueless. Like, we did not know what was happening, and we were
watching it. Yeah.
We were concentrating. Did it have to be 2 hours long? No. It could have been a lot fucking shorter.
But
it was literally like a 5-minute scene of someone going downstairs, and there's no sense of peril involved. It's like, mate, come on.
Until she falls.
Yeah, and then that's just funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not meant to be, but I thought it was.
Yeah, it's just because you knew that, like, it's the main character. They're not going to die.
No. Like in Black Panther. Shout out to that film that I keep berating.
Leave it alone.
No, because it's not as good as everyone says it is. That's right. We're talking about Donald Trump, like minors and everything.
The controversial nature of this podcast is going to get it banned.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to call this one controversial, but controversial face.
Do you know what? Veganism isn't even that good anyway.
Yeah!
Celery is a bit shit.
Yeah.
And I don't like aubergines.
Who likes aubergines?
Probably vegans.
Yeah, but they're fucking rubbish.
I don't understand them.
It's like a wet cucumber.
It's like a shit courgette that's purple. That's what it is.
Little red courgette.
Right, that's it. Controversial point coming up. Aubergines are just shit purple courgettes, and courgettes aren't even great.
Yeah, they are. So is that the ending? Is that the point we're going to end on? Just we're not having courgettes anymore. I mean, I don't
mind courgettes, but aubergines are shit versions of courgettes.
Little red courgette.
Sure.
That very famous B-side to the Prince 1999 album.
Leave the Corvettes alone.
No,
they are not green, long, and phallic.
Fair enough. So, cheers for watching, everyone. Do go follow our Twitter page. It'll be down.
Give me something to do, because there's like 5 followers and it's all people we know.
Or us.
Or us.
Yeah. It's 3 people we know.
No, there's 7. I think there's only 7 followers on there.
Yeah.
So if you could boost that, because I do share all the uploads onto Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
An immediate link onto there. Yeah. There's if anything happens, I'll shed light through Twitter. Basically, it's just it's going to be our way of getting across what's going on.
Yeah.
Without having to sit down and record a video, especially for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's easy.
So we're going to do that through Twitter.
Yes. So, thank you all very much for watching. We hope you did enjoy our ramblings. If you enjoyed them that much, subscribe for more of them. Please leave a like. Comment if you have anything interesting to say. Remember, listen to that, everyone. Interesting. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interest. To us. Not
to
to you,
us.
to us.
Yeah, to us. Yeah, interest us. So thank you very much again for watching. Have a lovely week. See, that was nice, wasn't it? Goodbye.
See ya.
Stay informed. That's a thing still.